So the cord phasing safety, remember that potential, that piece of potential and that current is flowing through the cord. Y'all remember that. So when you're using these cords, always use these cords 36 inches away from your foot. Try to keep it 36 inches away from your leg. You're in the bucket truck, try to keep it 36 inches away from your body. Always, because that current is flowing through that. It's energized, going to that secondary probe. Whether the secondary probe is going to ground or whether that secondary probe is going to another phase, it's energized. So it's part of the tool. The cord is part of the tool. Remember? Keep away, keep your air dielectric, same thing. Get away from the cord, same thing. So we get a call from this utility, and what happened was the linemen were in a substation and they made contact with X. There was a hot phase right in full primary potential. Resistors are here. There's a hot phase here. There's no resistors between that hot phase and the meter head. Full potential. Popped that meter head that flowed down the cord to that secondary probe right there, and it blew up at that secondary probe. It blew up at the meter head. The tool, when it all came down afterwards, the tool actually functioned after this. I couldn't believe it. We had to clean it up a little bit, but it actually functioned. But anyways, they called us and they said, hey, we had an arc flash. We're starting to lose confidence in your tools. We're thinking about going to another manufacturer. Right, okay, that's fine. Show us the picture. Sure enough, they showed us the picture, and the hot bus was over here on the right side of the meter. If you're looking at the meter head, your lineman using it, that's what happened. Picture was here, and that equipment, that hot bus, you could see the explosion that happened here, and there was like a moon crater on that gray paint of that equipment, and the hot bus is here. All right, so what happened is they didn't have line worker safety and tool competence like you all. They didn't have that at the time. So I said, look, just hang on. I'll come out there and I'll give you some training. And then you guys make that decision whether to go with another manufacturer after the training or not. I went out there, and when I went there, the two linemen where this incident took place were there. That's a good story. So this is a good story. All right, they were actually there and able to tell me the story. They brought the tool, they brought the cord, it was all in pieces, blackened. It was like a bad Southern barbecue, okay? And so they brought that in there, and they told me the story. And the story was when they had that arc flash, they dropped the tools, everything they had, and they went running, screaming too. That's what they said, all right? So anyways, what if when they were using that tool, what if they did not train? Now think about this, that their linemen, their line workers, were supposed to stay away from that cord 36 inches. What if that cord, when they were using it, they were going phase to ground. What if that cord was leaning against when that full potential blew up and flowed through that cord lickety split? What if that cord was next to one of those linemen's thighs? You heard of step potential? The higher potential's over here, but it's lower on this leg. What do you think would have happened? If they survived, they may only have one leg, maybe none. If they survived, maybe they would die. So they trained properly. They trained safe to keep their distance from the cord. Now a lot of folks are using these corded tools. Now I want you all to think about this. They're using the corded tools, and the corded tools might be on a situation to where they roll up, making coils. Remember this. Maybe they're using a corded tool that when they're using it, however they're using it, they're in that bucket and that cord is next to their body. Now, just think about it. That's all I'm just giving you food for thought. But here, this cord here is shielded at 35,000 volts. We are the only company that I know in the world that actually creates a shield within a cord or outside the cord. A cord within a cord, how's that? And we put extra time, extra resource into this because we can. Because we don't have stockholders we make our tools safer. We put more money in our tools, and this cord is shielded. When you use this tool, the PD25 or PD50, when you use this tool, you can have this tool where the cord is on the ground. You're phasing across a box. It can be laying on the box. It's safe. Maybe you're in the bucket truck and the cord inadvertently comes in contact with another phase or the neutral while you're using it. It's okay. It'll be fine. Just make a little adjustment, get it off that neutral, get it off that other phase. It's okay. So just remember these things. It puts a little more safety in your house of safety. Remember what we said? We're going to build our house better and bigger than ever. We're going to handle any storm.